I'm here at Vaughan Electric with Michael, and we are going to talk about the evolution of lighting, correct?
Yes, 100%. Okay. The can, right? The recessed can, you're familiar with it?
The original pot lights.
A lot of your rental shows saw this, right?
Yeah.
So,
this all goes up in the ceiling.
Exactly.
And then what type of bulb?
So this is the biggest bulb, the halogen, right?
Yeah.
This was like the biggest thing for the past 10 to 15 years, right? This was the go-to pot light in terms everybody was buying, right?
Okay, but several years ago things started to change.
Yeah, so then CFLs came.
Oh boy.
And those ruined everything in the market.
What do you mean they ruined everything?
They're terrible in color.
Makes everything look like washed out
Exactly,
or
grays, washed, and it actually suppresses your melatonin level, right? That's the hormone that basically regulates your sleep and relaxation.
Yeah.
So again, blue and white's great for work, right?
Yeah.
Keeps you productive. But when you come home, you don't want blue and white. It's just like the sun, right? As it comes down during the day, you want more warmer tones, right?
Okay.
And that's where CFL and a lot of the low quality LEDs now, they don't make that, right? Because again, it's a blue diode, right?
So let's get out of the halogen and CFL.
So now we went to LEDs, right?
Okay.
And this is pretty much replacing all of this, right? So you can basically take your halogen bulb out, put it to existing trim, and all of a sudden now you went from a 50 watt to a 7 watt.
But so that bulb can go in the existing housing here.
It works, right?
Perfect.
So we think it's the solution to everything, but the problem with LEDs, because again it's a blue diode. So what they do, basically it's a blue diode, and then they put a phosphor to make a 3000 and 4000.
Okay.
But remember, we went from great color to terrible color to efficient, but still terrible in color, right?
Still struggling on
Yeah,
the
because you're not
color
making
side.
all the colors anymore, right? It's because of the blue diode, right? So again, this was a temporary in the market, and as that's all being faded out now, everything's going to integrated LEDs.
Integrated
right?
LEDs.
Yeah, so no more bulbs, right? No more housings. All this stuff is all gone. It's literally just a junction box with a driver in it, and an LED all built in, trim, everything.
So how do you change the bulb?
You don't. It's all modular now, right? So if it ever goes, you just take out the quick disconnect, right, and unplug it, and then that's it. Bring in a new one.
Replace the whole thing. Okay, so what is it that this LED can do that the original LEDs can't?
So where this was limited was A color and power, right? Meaning this was 7 watts. That's pretty much where they max out at. Okay. Now these start at 8 watts and they go all the way up to 20 watts.
So are they brighter?
Much brighter and much better in color.
Really?
Right? So we did a little, so obviously there's some food here. You're wondering what the food is for, right?
I thought you were cooking me dinner.
Well,
and dessert.
Maybe later we can do that. Okay. So I want to show the colors, right? So so CFL and LEDs, again, terrible in color. But now as LEDs evolve, so you see the tones?
Yeah, it's
right?
a bit gray.
Exactly, right? The strawberries, everything's
you
gray.
can tell
So imagine this in your house now, right?
Yeah.
It's very depressing, right? You want colors to uplift. It's just like when people go on vacation, you got a lot of colors, everybody's happy, right?
Yeah.
When it's gray and dull, it makes you a little depressed and stuff, right? So now a lot of the new LEDs coming, right, with the built-in, it's high color rendering, right? So they're adding red into the diode, and then they're putting the phosphor.
Okay.
Right. So now check out the reds.
Oh yeah. It's like shiny.
You feel happy right now, right?
Now I look hungry, and now I'm hungry is what I
Right?
am.
Look at the reds. Look at the greens. Everything stands out much more vibrant.
Put that one back on. Yeah.
Right. It's pretty much on par with the color quality. Now you got the best of both worlds.
You're a color specialist.
Yes.
So this is where lighting came from. Here's some of the things we're using today, and this is the evolution of where lighting
That's pretty much where it's going, right? Went from great color, terrible color, but efficient.
Yeah.
Right? To now great color and efficiency.
We've come full circle.
Right? So yeah, it's high color rendering. That's where it's going, right?
Beautiful.
It's good for the moods, it's good for the house, and all well-being. Right? That's lighting.
Well, thanks for the evolution of lighting, Michael.
Thanks, Scott.